Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman, broadcasting from the Holman House Studios. And we have on the other line, so to speak, actually visually, Luann Dunsford, who's the CEO of the Michigan Works Association. Luann, is always welcome to the show. It's good to have you on.
It's such a pleasure to be here, Chris. Thank you.
Well, you know, you guys have such a vast array of things that you do for your membership, which include all of the Michigan Works around the state of Michigan. Let's talk a little bit about some of the training programs that you do.
Yes, well, training is one of the three pillars of services that we deliver as an association. It's so critical that the front line know exactly what they need to do. And with so many changes going on with law or policy, the Michigan Works Association is right there to deliver the essential relevant training. And one of them that we do is our business solutions professional training. And that is designed to really focus on making sure that our business teams are where they need to be to serve our members.
Hey, tell me a little bit about that program and really why it's so essential.
Well, when it comes to boosting talent, there's no other program like the business solutions professional training. In the past, if an employer came in or a customer came in, they would say, this is what we have, and here's what we can give you. Through the training, it's a discovery process that really boosts the knowledge and preparation of the professionals that are there on the front lines. So as they go out to the businesses, it's more of a conversation, discovery. What is it that you need? And oftentimes it isn't talent that they need right then. They may need something else. And the business solutions professional is trained to understand the assets and resources in their community. So maybe they can come back and connect them to their economic development partner, for example, and then be able to make sure that the businesses get what they need and at some point circle back to talent.
You recently became accredited. Tell me about that and what differential that makes.
Well, that's kind of a big deal for us. So it's the International Association of Continuing Education and Training. That's a big phrase, IACET. And only you have to apply for it. And it adds a rigor and credibility to the training that is being delivered. And it gives the association the opportunity to offer continuing education credits to those who come into the business solutions professional training. We're so proud of what we do. We deliver a couple of different cohorts of this training, the business solutions professional, and probably about 80 different individuals go through it every single year. But it's a game changer for us as we are continuing to strive to excellence.
Well, you guys are always making some progressive moves. Let's talk a little bit now, if we could, about your membership and how they're doing. And I know some of this will be anecdotal, but before COVID-19, the biggest challenge was putting out enough employees to fuel that growth. And we were falling short there. What's the circumstance now?
Well, the circumstance, there was a skills gap before, there's a skills gap now, and there's going to be a skills gap in the future. And that hasn't changed. And so even in those moments when, there were so many people that were unemployed, there were still employers looking for people, but making that connection, a little bit challenging. So as we are starting to come to a post-COVID or to, the economy resurging, and Michigan Works is readjusting its services to meet people where they are, they're doing things like drive-through job fairs, virtual job fairs, really trying to do everything they can to make sure that people who want to work are ready to work and we can make those connections.
Well, I'll tell you what, the circumstances changed, but I think you're right. In the long range, the need is not going to change.
Right.
And we're still going to have that shortage of workers, et cetera. So in this, I don't want to call it downtime because I know all your members are busy. How are they prepping to come out of COVID-19?
Well, this has been a game changer, and we're doing things that we never thought possible, and it's been hyper implemented. And so with that, there's a lot of opportunity, and the use of technology and how we're thinking about services, how we're thinking about training, gathering data, communicating with people, everything has changed. And we are really looking at it as exactly that. it's an opportunity, and I'm excited for the future. And in Michigan, we have a premier workforce development system, and we have such a great state-local partnership that the world is ours. We're going to see some excellence coming out of this.
Well, that is really true. One of the things I love about Michigan Works is that they see two customers, not just the one coming through the door, but also that business person who's supplying the jobs. Are we maintaining those relationships?
Absolutely. I mean, everything is driven by the business. That's demand driven. And if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. And so when you start with the businesses in your communities and understand what they need, then you can develop the innovation and programming and training to make sure your talent pool is efficiently and effectively matching up and getting where they need to be so that everyone has a chance to prosper.
Well, you guys have always done marvelous things, and this is another opportunity to share those marvelous things, and we appreciate you coming on, Luann. Luann Dunsford, who is the CEO of the Michigan Works Association. Thanks so much for the great work you do out there, and keep it up, and we'll look forward to spending more time with you.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're listening and watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. You're going to want to stay around. There's a lot ahead.